Micheal Saylor, a name that echoes through the halls of finance, synonymous with high-stakes gambles and billion-dollar audacity. You've seen the headlines, heard the whispers. A tech billionaire who risked everything on Bitcoin, challenging the status quo and shaking Wall Street to its core. If you ever wondered why Bitcoin is hailed as digital gold, Micheal Saylor is your answer. From building a software empire to losing billions and coming back stronger, this is the story of a man who's always thinking 5 steps ahead. He's not just another billionaire investor. He's an engineer, an entrepreneur, a visionary, and one of the most vocal advocates for Bitcoin. If you ever wondered why some people treat Bitcoin like digital gold, Micheal Saylor is one of the biggest reasons. Let's get into it. Saylor was born in Lincoln, Nebraska in 1965, but he didn't stay in one place for long. His father was in the Air Force, so the family moved around constantly. By the time he was 11, they had finally settled in Fairborn, Ohio, near Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Living in a military family instilled discipline and structure in him early on. But it was his curiosity and love for science that truly set him apart. His academic journey took him to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, one of the most prestigious schools in the world. He attended on an Air Force ROTC scholarship, expecting to become a fighter pilot. He double majored in aeronautical and astronautical engineering, while also studying the history of science. But life threw him a curveball. A suspected benign heart murmur disqualified him from becoming a pilot. Instead of flying jets, he turned his analytical mind toward business and technology. In 1989, armed with vision and an unstoppable drive, Saylor co-founded MicroStrategy along with his college friend Sanju Bansal. The company exploded onto the scene, pioneering business intelligence before the world even knew what it meant. The idea was simple but powerful: use data to help businesses make smarter decisions. At the time, big data wasn't a common term, but MicroStrategy was ahead of its time, developing software that allowed companies to analyze vast amounts of information and turn it into actionable insights. They landed their first big break with DuPont, a chemical giant that needed software to optimize its billion-dollar budget. That contract gave them momentum, and soon, MicroStrategy was signing deals with companies like McDonald's, Visa, and Adidas. The company grew rapidly, eventually going public in 1998. By the early 2000s, Saylor was one of the richest men in the world. He was known for his extravagant lifestyle, hosting lavish parties, renting out football stadiums, and even chartering a cruise for employees. But then, everything came crashing down. In March 2000, Wall Street's euphoria turns to horror. MicroStrategy accused of inflating revenue, stocks in freefall. Imagine waking up to headlines announcing you've lost $6 billion overnight. The US Securities and Exchange Commission accused the company of financial misreporting. They alleged that MicroStrategy had been inflating its revenue numbers. The stock plummeted, and in a single day, Saylor's net worth dropped by a staggering $6 billion. That's 9 zeros. For many, this would have been the end. Countless companies went under during the dot-com bust, but Saylor refused to give up. MicroStrategy survived, settled with the SEC, and slowly rebuilt its reputation. The company continued innovation in business intelligence and analytics, steadily growing over the next 2 decades. Fast forward to 2020, the world was in chaos, pandemic fears, economic uncertainty, and governments printing money at an unprecedented rate. Saylor saw a major problem. cash was losing value due to inflation. While most companies were holding onto their cash reserves, hoping for stability, Saylor did something no major CEO had done before. He put his company's money into Bitcoin. MicroStrategy made history by investing $500 million of its cash reserves into Bitcoin. At the time, people thought he was crazy. Why would a business intelligence company gamble its savings on a volatile cryptocurrency? But Saylor wasn't just making a bet. He had done the math. He believed that Bitcoin was the most secure, scarce, and reliable asset in existence. Over time, he kept buying more, and as Bitcoin's price soared, so did MicroStrategy's stock. Today, the company holds over 400,000 Bitcoins, worth billions of dollars. For Saylor, Bitcoin isn't just an investment, it's the future of money. He describes it as monetary energy, a way to store value that governments can't manipulate or inflate. Unlike cash, which loses value over time due to inflation, Bitcoin has a fixed supply of 21 million coins. He argues that it's a superior form of wealth preservation compared to traditional assets like gold, real estate, or stocks. His conviction is so strong that he even personally borrowed money to buy more Bitcoin, adding to his own holdings. He frequently speaks at conferences, appears on podcasts, and educates businesses about why they should adopt Bitcoin as a treasury asset. Love him or hate him, you can't deny that he's one of the most influential voices in the crypto space. But Saylor isn't just about crypto. Long before Bitcoin, he was passionate about education and technology. In 1999, he launched Saylor Academy, a non-profit offering free college courses online. His belief: education should be accessible to everyone, regardless of financial background. The platform has provided free courses to millions of students worldwide, covering everything from computer science to business management. His broader philosophy revolves around the idea of dematerialization, turning physical goods and services into digital experiences. He foresaw how smartphones would change everything, writing a book called The Mobile Wave in 2012, where he predicted that mobile technology would revolutionize industries like banking, education, and healthcare. Micheal Saylor's life isn't without controversy, lawsuits, public scrutiny, and high-stakes gambles. Yet, through every storm, he remains a pioneer, relentlessly pushing boundaries. Critics call him reckless, supporters call him prophetic. One truth is undeniable: Micheal Saylor doesn't just follow trends, he creates them, reshaping the future, one bold move at a time. Today, he continues to push the Bitcoin narrative, believing that it's the foundation of a new financial system. While some critics say he's reckless, others see him as a visionary who understands the shifting tides of global finance better than anyone. One thing's for sure, he's not afraid to take risks. So, who is Micheal Saylor? A genius who glimpsed tomorrow's world, or just a gambler on an unprecedented hot streak? Love him, hate him, but you can't ignore him. Whether you agree with him or not, his impact on technology and finance is undeniable. Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back next week with another story on the world's biggest thinkers and risk takers. See you in the next one.